Assalamualaikum, hello, and welcome back to GCIMM 2025 podcast, where we dive into exciting details of the very first global conference on industry, materials, and manufacturing happening this October in Brunei. I'm Munira, your host. Today we will explore a crucial topic, especially for researcher and academic, which is publication venues for full papers submitted to the conference. Joining me here today is Dr. Denni, the Organising Committee Chair of GCIMM 2025. Welcome, Dr. Denni.
Thank you, Dr. Munira, and it's a pleasure to be here to share about the publication venues available to our participants.
Let's get right into it.
Right.
GCIMM 2025 highlights publish early as a key feature. Can you explain what this means for participants and why is it so significant?
Yeah, sure. So we highlight this publish early feature to provide participants basically submitting full papers to have their papers published or at least accepted before the conference date. That is the publish early feature means. So we think this is a big deal to our participants because we understand some of them are expecting their work to be published this year instead of just presenting it within this year in October. So we understand that need, and from there we're experimenting and contacting our network to get their agreement for the papers to be published early as what we promised. So that's the need that we capture, and then we try to implement this in this conference, and that is the key highlight of this.
Okay, thank you. That is indeed a real game changer. It's great to hear that the process is fast, but still keeps the quality bar high, which is exactly what researchers are looking for.
Indeed.
Now let's talk about the publication options for full papers, starting with the journals.
All right. So basically, we have agreements with journals which are basically stemmed from our network. So the network comes from the fact that the journals are published by our strategic partners, or the journals editorials board members include our committee members, or by having early extended agreement with those respective journals. So and I'd like to emphasize here that basically the strategic journals that we are working with are actually published by university publishers. We have this choice. We made the choice by partnering with university publishers because although we have past experience with non-university publisher or for-profit publishers, but we chose not to do the agreement with them this time. Instead, we chose journals which are published by university presses, university publishers. The importance of this choice is that we try to differentiate our conference by emphasizing what our academic community actually reflects, in which it should be more on the content, which it should be more on the academic or scientific rigors, instead of the for-profit orientation or commercial orientation of non-university publishers. So that's what we do now. We are partnering with journals which are published by university publishers. Yes.
I see. So that really shows a strong commitment to quality and integrity.
Indeed, yes.
Choosing university presses over commercial ones.
Yes.
It's a bold move, but it does make a lot of sense. Dr. Denni, you've been to on the editorial side of things too, which must give you some unique insights. How do these journal partnerships actually benefit GCIMM 2025 participants, especially when it comes to visibility and impact of their research?
Right. So we understand that our participants, well, including us, are expecting our papers to be published in a good, high-quality venue. And the thing is, they also want to present it, because presenting at conferences is basically a rapid way, a fast way to tell the world that I have done this, so please pay attention. But then sometimes when they come and present their papers, basically the work is already complete. So that means they need a more proper venue other than conference proceedings to publish their work. So yeah, we understand this needs again. So we try to find a place for that, and we think that partnership with publishing with publishers, university publishers, publishing journals which are indexed in Scopus, and some of them have high ranking in terms of percentiles in Scopus indexing, is a good way to cater these needs. And yeah, that's what we are trying to do, and we will do as the need arises.
I see. That's really encouraging to hear. Can you share some details about these journals?
Right, sure. Okay. As of now, we can share some details on the partner journals that we have. Yeah, the first one is Journal Mechanical. This is published by the main organizer, which is Universiti Teknologi Malaysia. The journal was recently indexed in Scopus, so it is considered as a Q4 journal, and the journal is willing to accept about 5 of our papers there. The good thing about this journal is that it does not charge article processing fee, so that it will be free of charge for papers published there. The second journal is Journal on Advanced Manufacturing Technology. This is published by Universiti Technical Malaysia Malacca publisher. So we got this agreement, inside agreement with the editorial of the journal through a recent memorandum of understanding between UTB and UTEM Malaysia. So this journal is basically a Q4 journal, and they will accept GCIMM papers in the regular issues, and the total slots available is at around 15 for our journals, and there is some article processing charges for this journal. The third one is International Journal of Industrial Engineering and Production Research. This is published by Iran University of Science and Technology. So this is Scopus Q3. There is some APC for publishing this journal, and they will publish the GCIMM papers in their regular issues, and availability is for about 10 papers. And the last one is Journal of Optimization in Industrial Engineering, published by Islamic Azad University. This is a Scopus Q2, so among top tiers. offering about 20 slots for GCIMM papers, but there is some amount of article processing in charge. For the journals having article processing in charge, the amount is maximum at $300. Yeah, yeah. So those are some of the lineups we have so far.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Denni. Having slots already lined up is no small feat, and having editorial board members directly involved definitely adds credibility to these papers. I understand you're also in discussion with other journals. Can you give us a sneak peek into what might be coming next?
Right. So we are in advanced discussion. We hope we will reach agreement soon with two journals. The first one is ASEAN Journal of Science and Technology for Development. This one is published by Universiti Brunei Darussalam, and they agreed to have a special issue, and to have this special issue, basically they have already consulted with Scopus to also index the papers included in the special issue, and the number of papers to be published in the special issue is maximum at about 20. So yeah, that's the first journal that we are still in communication. This journal is in Q3 in the Scopus in percentile. And then the other one is Journal of Engineering and Technological Sciences. This is published by our strategic partner, Institut Teknologi Bandung from Indonesia. This is a good journal, so the communication is still ongoing. And basically we are aiming to secure about 20 slots of GCIMM papers in this journal. Yes.
That sounds really promising, Dr. Denni, especially the potential special issue. That's a big deal for visibility. Now, shifting gears a bit, what about the conference proceedings? I know there has been some buzz about that as well.
Yes.
What can participants expect there?
Yes. So basically conference proceedings, which are Scopus Index, is basic features that participants require nowadays, especially in our region, which are basically the region of our main participants. And yeah, we understand all else as well on that needs. So yeah, basically we are in communication with some potential publishers. So basically we do have past experience with some publishers of this conference proceedings, and we are in communication with them, waiting for the suitable agreement. By suitable agreement, I mean we are expected to tell them in advance on how many papers we expect to be published there, right? Now that we have a good and strong partnership with journals, we also need to consider the allocation of papers coming from our participants. So some will go to journals in this particular journal, and the rest might go to conference proceedings. The unique thing is some of our participants are actually intending to directly submit their papers to conference proceedings. So yeah, we also understand on that needs and consider that, and we will intensify our communication with potential conference proceedings publishers, and we'll announce once we have the actual agreement. Yes.
Okay. Speaking of submissions, how does the review process work for full papers?
Right. So basically, once an abstract is accepted, we will soon inform the particular participants, authors, to submit their full papers, if that is what they intend to do. So with that information, we also provide the type of journal or conference proceeding, as well as the guidelines. So in the guidelines, we will inform on the submission system as well. Yeah. For example, if it is conference proceedings, then the submission system is the conference submission system, which will also notify on the guidelines on what to do and all the necessary attachments that the authors must put inside. But some journals have their own, majority of journals have their own submission system. So as part of the agreement, basically the journals will be submitted through the journals submission system. And yeah, it will be very specific so that the journals and the editors-in-chief are notified that the journals are coming from, the papers are coming from our conference. So there will be, I would say, different specific treatment for the journals papers. So yeah, that's what the authors need to do. Once the abstracts is accepted, then they will be provided with guidelines on how to submit, as well as what to do after the submission. Right. Regarding the peer review, what we promise to the journals are basically there will be no guaranteed acceptance to our conference papers. This basically means we will keep the scientific rigor of the papers submitted to the journals, and it is the journals' final say on whether to accept or to reject the papers submitted from our conference. Yeah, so that is how we maintain the quality. Yeah, and that's what a part of the agreement with the journals. So basically, we are in no way saying that we will compromise on the quality. Instead, what we can do is to facilitate the rapid review. So the review will be done, but this time around we somehow have this ways to do review to be rapid. That is how we can promise this publish early feature on the rapid review of the papers submitted to the journals. Right. So when things go right, so basically the paper submitted, and then review is done, and then reviewers' comments with written to the authors, and authors do revision according to the comments, and then resubmit their work, and then if necessary, then there will be a next cycle of review and then revision, and then eventually, if it gets accepted, then good. So the next thing is our participant can register their paper. Yeah. But some papers might eventually get rejected. Yes. So what happened to those papers? Well, they have options to resubmit their papers, of course, in revised version, to our conference proceedings. Right. So yeah, that's basically the steps. You submit to journals. If it's accepted, then good for you. Continue with registration, and then when the time comes, do present in our conference. At the same time, have your journals already accepted or even published. But what if your paper submitted to journal is rejected? Then do resubmit the revised manuscript to our conference proceedings. Yes, and then for the conference proceeding, another round of review will be done, and then if it is if things go well, then it will be accepted, and then you can continue with registration, and then come to the conference for presenting it.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense, and it's reassuring to know the review process still holds up to
Yes.
proper academic standards, even with the faster timeline.
Yes.
I did notice, though, that the list of partner journals isn't publicized yet. Why is that? Is there a specific reason for holding off?
Yeah, this has something to do with the nuance in dealing with multiple partner journals in the with multiple publishers in their ways of doing things in terms of publication. So the reason why we are not able to announce our partner journals explicitly yet on our website or on the call for papers, basically because some journals are not keen to be associated with any conference proceedings. Yeah, this has something to do with the academic publishing matters, which sometimes can be sensitive. And yeah, we respect that. And because of that, yeah, we are not in a position to announce the whole lineups of our partner journals. So we need to find ways to work around this. Yeah, and announcing this through this podcast is one of them. So yeah, thank you for inviting me for to do this, and yeah, eventually though, we will do the announcement on what the strategic partners journals are, as well as the conference proceedings. That said, just be assured that all authors or potential participants submitting abstract, when they choose to publish their full papers with us, they will be notified on the journals that or conference proceeding that we select for them. So yeah, that will be.
Okay. Well, that's totally understandable, and it's great that you found a way to keep participants informed while respecting those boundaries as well. So for all listeners who are interested, how can they get involved? What is the first step for researchers who want to take advantage of these publication opportunities?
Right. So yeah, first thing to do is to submit your abstracts. So that's the main thing. The first thing that you need to do. So how to submit your abstracts is basically visit our website, gcim.org, and then over there click on the abstract submission. So from the abstract submission, you are asked to prepare basically an abstract of 500 words or fewer. So keep your abstract short but complete, and then basically fill in the title and also the keywords and also other information about you. So basically your names and also affiliations, and then your options, your preferred choice, whether you submit abstract only or you want to publish full paper with us. And if you do wish to publish full papers, where to? Do you opt for publish it in journals or straight to conference proceedings? So let us know by filling in all the information in the abstract submission form. Yeah, be informed though that the due for abstract submission for this round is on the 20th of May. Yeah, it's few days left. So please keep that in mind, because we will close the abstract submission on that particular date. And basically, from a past experience, some authors cannot meet the deadline, so, which is why we will open the second round of call for papers. The thing is, when you submit your abstract beyond that first round due, we are afraid that you may not be benefiting from the publish early thing.
Early,
Considering the
yes.
timeline, we have with the journals in terms of review, and then when also when preparing for conference proceedings. So we have a strict deadline on that one. So which is why if you want to take benefit of this publish early feature that we have, do submit your abstract by 20th of May.
Okay. Well said, Doctor. Thank you so much for sharing all these exciting publication opportunities for GCIMM 2025 participants. To our listeners, head over to www.gcimm.org and get your abstracts in by 20th May. This is your chance to publish early and get your work out there in high quality Scopus Index journals. Don't miss out on this. Submit today. Well, that is all for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in GCIMM 2025 podcast. We hope you're as excited as we are about the opportunities at GCIMM 2025. Be sure to submit your abstract by 20th May and stay tuned for more GCIMM 2025 updates, and we hope to see you here in Brunei this October. Assalamualaikum and see you soon.